What's new this month at Rogers Railroad Junction? Broadway Limited is expanding their all-new Paragon 3 family of products with the addition of SD40-2 road diesels. Featuring a die-cast frame and detailed cab, this model follows all others in the Paragon 3 line with the inclusion of Broadway's revolutionary Rolling Thunder, trademark, sound system. Far from just another step in the evolution of digital sound effects, Rolling Thunder represents a quantum leap forward in the field of audio realism. Locomotives of this family share a wireless connection to a remote subwoofer, concealed somewhere within or beneath your layout's benchwork. With automated variations in volume and pitch to simulate the effects of distance and Doppler shifts, the gut-thrumming, feel-it-through-your-shoes, low-frequency effect of a real big-block diesel can now be replicated in stunning auditory detail, something that was never possible with the button-sized speakers typically mounted in HO-scale locomotives. And of course, it's all fully compatible with more traditional sound systems as well, so you don't have to make the investment if you don't want to. But isn't it nice to have the option? And speaking of SD40-2s, Broadway isn't the only company adding to the marketplace this month. Intermountain is also offering up these 3,000 horsepower monsters this month, among several other things. First produced in January of 1972, the Dash 2 version of the venerable SD40 featured an upgraded electronics package with modular components and EMD's recently developed HTC trucks. In the end, nearly 4,000 examples would be built by the time production wrapped in February of 1986, making it easily one of the most popular diesel locomotives in history. Equipped with working ditch lights, prototypical horn placement, and a full set of MU connections, this unit is capped off by a Loc Sound digital control system with back EMF control and precision gearing. Owned and operated by every Class 1 railroad in America at one time or another, so they'll fit in on almost any layout, even yours. And if old stuff really isn't your cup of diesel, there's also ES44DCs from Intermountain as well. Designed to replace the aging Dash 944CW in General Electric's catalog, the ES44DC is a specialized variant of the current Evolution Series locomotives, featuring direct current traction motors and electrical systems. Owned only by BNSF, CSX, and Canadian National, these workhorses represent something of a rare breed on North American railroads, but not so much as to be considered an anomaly. Featuring the same detail elements and Loc Sound decoders as the aforementioned SD40s, it's old-timers and young guns working together and sounding good while doing it. But beyond shiny new power, Intermountain is also making things interesting with new rolling stock offerings this month. First up, from their recently acquired A-Line family, Gunderson double-stack cars. Identifiable by their large end clasps, Gundersons were one of the first designs to come about when the concept of double-stacking container trains was first introduced in the late 1970s. Designed to securely carry two 48-foot containers, one on top of the other, the saved space sent efficiency ratings through the roof and ushered in a new era of rail-based transportation. Sadly, Gundersons have fallen out of favor somewhat in recent years, as container lengths have increased from 48 feet to 53, and now even 56 in some cases. Their oversized bulkheads prevent longer containers from being stacked atop shorter ones, limiting their usefulness. Trough-style Husky stack cars now comprise the backbone of most railroads' intermodal fleets, but the older Gundersons can still be found on occasion, steadily plying their trade across America. Container loads sold separately. Moving from stacks to racks, 89-foot bi-level auto racks are also on offer. Featuring extended drawbars, perforated see-through sides, operating end doors, and detailed interior decking, these cars can be run empty or be loaded up with shiny new scale automobiles of your choosing. Also sold separately. Recommended for 24-inch radius curves and above, so check your layout geometry before purchasing. And stop by the service department for a great deal on mud flaps, too. Moving on to more mundane commodities, rib-sided cover hoppers. With etched metal roof walks and realistic hatches and discharge chutes, Intermountain has faithfully rendered these ubiquitous bulk haulers in all their glory. Commonly found hauling everything from bulk sugar to diatomaceous earth, these cars can be found in revenue service on almost every railroad in North America. But how about something a little more traditional, you say? Well, on that front, we have multiple styles of boxcar available as well. Direct from the factory floor of Pullman Standard, there are several configurations to choose from. Both single and double-door versions are available in dozens of different road names, with minute details such as etched metal crossover platforms, paint shop overspray, and re-stenciled lettering being faithfully rendered in scale. As with all Intermountain products, metal wheels, KD magnetic couplers, and full underbody detail are all standard features. And finally, as part of their new Value Line product family, Intermountain is also offering fishbelly-style high-sided coal gondolas, featuring internal cross-bracing for a prototypical look when running empty. A more affordable alternative to traditional Intermountain products, these cars boast features similar to previously mentioned models, but in a package that the more budget-minded hobbyists can truly appreciate. And keeping Intermountain company this month is Athearn, who's offering SD70 ACEs this month as part of their Genesis line. As EMD's entry into the world of alternating current-powered locomotives, the ACE has become a staple of many railroads' motive power fleets over the past decade. With its unique notched nose and flared rear-end radiator housing, it cuts a distinctive profile that has become a favorite of rail fans the world over. Built with see-through grillwork, separately applied fans and grab irons, brake piping, and full end detail. Available in over a dozen different liveries, including all of the Union Pacific's heritage schemes. But sound isn't just for locomotives anymore, as Genesis proves with their lineup of sound-equipped mechanical refrigerator cars. Yes, these purveyors of perishable cargo have been taken to the next level of realism by Athearn, with see-through grillwork leading to a simulated compressor motor that goes through an automated startup and shutdown sequence, just like real reefers as they regulate their internal temperatures. Also featured are crossover platforms, cut levers and air hoses, freestanding ladders, and simulated fading of painted surfaces for that well-used and weather-beaten look. And moving down the ladder to the ready-to-roll line, Athearn is augmenting its offerings this month with 3 more items. To start with, single-dome tank cars in various liveries. Lettered for a variety of railroads and oil companies, these cars helped make the petroleum industry the juggernaut that it is today, and were once some of the most common cars on American railroads. There's even a Southern Pacific S-Series car, reserved for carrying bulk shipments of liquid sugar, although many of these cars were later converted to diesel fuel service. Try not to get the two mixed up. Then there's 40-foot post-war boxcars with 6-foot superior doors. Available in multiple numbers for each road name, vast fleets of these cars once roamed the country in general service, hauling things such as eastern merchandise, northwestern lumber, furniture, paper, auto parts, and even grain. And then there's 200-ton wrecker cranes. A staple of work trains on any major railroad, heavy lifters such as this are responsible for assisting in major track maintenance and bridge replacement projects, and for cleaning up the resulting wrecks that occur when the aforementioned projects fail. Featuring working boom and winch controls, ready-to-roll standards such as McHenry couplers, metal wheels, and wire grab irons are also included. And finally, Atlas is back and playing small ball with Lima Shays in N-scale. Favorites of the lumber industry for their oversized power and diminutive turning radius, these unique locomotives with their distinct sidewinder drive systems spent nearly a century threading their way through the western forests of North America before the end of the great timber harvest finally put them out to pasture for good. Featuring a modernized design that includes an all-weather cab and girder frame, these models are representative of shays built in the 1920s. Prototypical colors and lettering are also featured, as are details such as brake piping, air pumps, a working drive shaft, and Lima's distinctive diamond-shaped builder's plate. Atlas N-scale, proving that it really is a small world after all. Now good luck getting that song out of your head. But of course, that's just the beginning, as there's always so much more to see here at the Central Valley's most complete railroad hobby store. So come on by and see what else is new this month at Rogers Railroad Junction today.